Simon, what do you think about this?
That was amazing. And Adam, I have to say this, we've known each other a long time.
I'm having major deja vu. This is too weird.
But this time I'm going to be nice.
Adam, I am really finding this one difficult because there are parts I thought were excruciatingly bad and parts which I thought were brilliant. So this is a really weird one for me. I thought the end note was terrific, but there were parts, particularly at the beginning, I thought were terrible, to be honest with you. And this is going to be one of this love it or hate it performances, which is fine. I think you're going to get through.
But I think that's what music is. You either love it or you hate it.
Maybe. OK, Adam, look. That was, to me, in a totally different league to everything else we've seen and heard tonight. It was. Because whether it's your stage experience you've had before, but you were comfortable. And look, to make Michael Jackson work, you've got to be over the top and be comfortable with it. Right. And it was an original version. The vocals were terrific. Most importantly, you're somebody people are going to talk about. Hold on.
Here we go.
I think what Randy was trying to say was, what the hell was that? I mean, sorry, but I would never go to Nashville if I were you, Adam, because I think there are a lot of people throwing their television sets out the window at this point because... No. I thought it was absolute indulgent rubbish, if you want my honest opinion. I mean, really horrific.
No.
Well, Adam, I'm going to disagree with Cara because it was the best performance of the night. Sorry, but you were able then to sum up everything we were trying to say tonight about originality, choosing a great song, being a relevant recording artist, and it also shows what a brilliant songwriter Smokey is, because this song sounds as good today as it did 30 years ago, whenever it was. And you tonight really have emerged to me as a star. Congratulations. Well done. That was very brave, Adam. Look, I've got to hand it to you. At least we get rid of some of this sort of karaoke nonsense we've seen tonight. It was original. I don't think it's going to make you as popular as last week, but I don't think it matters with you now. I mean, you had a great time.
I did have fun.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Adam, the bad news is we're running out of time. The good news is I'm the only one who's going to be talking. And I think words are unnecessary, but I want to give you a standing ovation. Adam, I think you've got to learn how to express yourself a bit more. Listen, I think vocally incredible. Downside for that performance to me was it was a little bit like watching the Rocky Horror musical in parts. And it is one of the biggest rock songs of all time, so there is going to be a huge proportion of the audience who would have loved that. There's also going to be another side who will absolutely despise it. No. I don't think that performance... I don't think that performance will be as popular as your one last week. That's just my opinion. I didn't quite feel the pain. I mean, I would have put $10,000 you were going to do Donna Summer. But, you know, that's what's so good about you. You know, you did something which we weren't expecting. Right. But once again, what I loved about this performance was it was original. I've never, ever heard that song sung like that before. Right. Most importantly, you're going to remember it. And even more important, the vocals were immaculate. Congratulations. I love Randy talking about you being theatrical. It's like complaining that a cow moos. I mean, That's what you
what
are.
I'm saying.
Well, that's what he is.
I know, but
you know what I love?
I love it.
I tell you what I love about this competition this year is that normally every year we have people bleating on about how winning isn't important, etc., etc. Well, winning is important, and what I get from you and from Adam and some of the other competitors, in fact, all of them actually, no, 3 of them actually, is the feeling that you want to win and you want to prove a point every week and you want to entertain, and that's why I like this show this year. And by the way, best entrance we've had of the year so far. And Ryan, you are no longer using that staircase.
Ryan, he's got the stairs.
Well, I can promise you, I'm not walking down quite like that. That was some strut down the stairs.
Oh, what do you have to say?
Well, I have one criticism. I thought the performance was a little understated. Teasing. Listen, Adam, I actually agree with what the guy said. I mean, this could have been an absolute disaster, taking on one of the best rock songs of all time. But it was actually one of my favourite performances you've ever done. The only problem is... well, the problem is, nobody can top that now. Oh. They can't. Well, if we... OK, well, in the battle of the duets, you win the show tonight. Right? I mean, completely different to the other one. And actually, Adam, you may have given this one a chance of staying in the competition because of that.
Yeah. Simon Cowell.
Well, may sound a little bit biased, but I thought that was a brilliant song choice. It was. But you know what? I mean, look, kidding around, this is the point I was trying to make earlier on, is that you find a great artist, you find a great song, you worked out what you wanted to do with it. It was a brilliant, brilliant performance. And I have to say, here and now, if you're not in the final next week, it will be one of the biggest upsets on this competition.
No, he'll be there. He'll be there.
Look, Adam, I'm not going to suck up quite as much as the other 3. No, I'll tell you why I say that. Because it's very easy to assume that you're going to sail through to the final next week.
Yeah.
Right? So, let me just take us back to tonight. The show is about finding a star who has earned the right to be in the final, and I want everyone not to assume you're going to be there, but to vote for you because you deserve it based on talent. I always thought this was your best performance throughout the shows. For some reason, maybe it was the coat, it was a little bit over-theatrical.
What do you mean?
Just a minute.
I think someone said that's what he does.
It just reminded me a little bit of Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, God.
No, Twilight.
Look,
no, Twilight.
all I'm
Twilight.
saying is that...
They told me they had dry ice and a thing to get me out of the stairs.
You know
and I
what?
said,
It was the dry ice, the long coat, Ryan at your side.
Oh, come on.
That's my dress up, Simon.
Simon Cowell.
Paul is sort of sitting on the fence a bit on that one, I think. Adam, all I would say after that is you are 100% back in the game. Congratulations. It's the mountains and the hurricanes.
I know.
Look, I'm not going to judge that song. I'm going to judge you. Over the entire season, you have been one of the best, most original contestants we've ever had on the show. You are. And, you know, the whole idea about doing a show like this is that you hope that you can find a worldwide star. I genuinely believe with all my heart that we have found that with you. Congratulations.
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime and bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my share, sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. my vows, my curtain calls. You've brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Queen, ladies and gentlemen.